Go on to item 7, but I want to get staff to the table for the actual discussion on it, but oh, sorry.
So Gary's
underneath.
The author of the
Eh?
So Gary's.
Oh, Gary's the author of the report anyway, so he's right there. So there you go.
I'm right here.
All right. So, Pauline, question.
Just when you said that when the Sockburn pool was demolished, there was a promise to build a new one. Mm-hmm. Do you know, was that a formal resolution or? I don't recall that at all.
No, it was probably what staff felt at the time. Of course, we had the earthquake in 2010, so it's probably been on hold at that point.
Yeah, I don't recall, because that was the Edgware pool days as well, and there were no promises to build new pools. I'm not opposed to the new pool, don't get me wrong, but I just think we've got to be careful making statements like that.
No, it definitely was. I think it went into the plan back then.
I think
it was a bit different to Edgware. I remember Edgware too.
I think we need to perhaps
why don't we just acknowledge that there was an expectation in the community that the pool would be replaced. So that, and I think that's a fair assessment of what we can agree was definitely the case. There was definitely an expectation that there would be a pool to replace it. I think this discussion document is very good. I'm very impressed with it. It's goes through all of the pros and cons of each of the sites, and they all have challenges and they all have advantages. It's excellent. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
So so I'd like to move that we endorse the commencement of consultation on this. Oh no, that's not fair. Jimmy Chen moves it. Seconded by Vicky Back. I'll put that motion.
Sorry, may I have a comment regarding this one?
Yes?
Yeah, I would like to okay, yeah.
We haven't passed them yet, have we?
Because I just want to share with all the mayor and the councillors, actually this kind of facility is one of council key anchor project. If we back to the 2012, they already put in there. But due to some reason, just defer. But anyway, today I'm very happy, this one will put to the kind of public consultation. And also we endorse this one. Actually is amendment from the community board meeting on the 31st of March. There's a kind of a slight difference from the original start. They have a kind of 15 small area have the wording amendment, etc., but not impact the original staff, the information. This just want to remind the mayor and the councillor. Another one is this public consultation very crucial, because while we're screening from 11 possible options to shortlist the 3 of them. So encourage the community and also individually during the consultation time period from the 26th April till the 9th of June. That's crucial time period. Make the submission, written submission, oral submission, give us the overall picture, then make the proper decision. That's important. But the staff will integrate all those feedback, will write the reasonable report back to the council again. So this is the kind of way we calculate the issue. Just want to remind the mayor and councillors. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
I want to join in the fact that this is finally happening. This has been a very long time coming, as you know, because we've debated it every budget time. It's slightly ahead, I understand, of the Linwood-Woolston one, which we look forward to doing very soon. But I think what it does is that for a community that a community we know needs those sort of facilities where they feel like they are valued, where they have fun, where they can actually have a swim, a book, 3D printing, whatever. That's fantastic. And what we've tried to do in the options is look at the pros and cons of each site, the pros and cons of co-locating, which saves $2.5 million in capital and an ongoing operational cost as well, and you put all of the issues that we know about each site out for the community to tell us where they want this to happen in the southwest. So finally this is going out. The people of the Hornby southwest area will be delighted to see it, and I'm sure that the feedback from them will be very major. Because they've been waiting for this to come out for at least 3 and a bit years that I'm aware of, and probably substantially longer. So I'm delighted that this is on the agenda.
Yanni?
Yeah, the draft aquatic strategy in 2005 actually clearly identified that the southwest was a priority for a swimming pool. So when they closed Sockburn, that was actually very much, when they consulted on the closure of Sockburn, that was very much a commitment that I think was made. And interesting enough, at the time, the west or southwest is quoted as saying one site was superior in meeting the key attributes and is described in the table below. And that is basically the Goulding Reserve near the Hornby Library and Community Centre. So, you know, I know things have changed since then, but actually the work done back then actually identified a site in the Hornby area and near the main Hornby Moor as being one of the ones that made a lot of sense. So appreciate we're going out with an open mind around the sites in terms of this consultation, but I do want to say that, you know, I think this is part of honouring that commitment, as we made with Woolston as well, that we would replace those facilities when they were closed. The same commitment was not made around Edgware, and people will note that actually Graham Condon was built in Papanui, and that was, I guess, seen as catering for that demand. So I'm really supportive of us going out for consultation on this. I think, to me, there's still a question around the benefit of co-location of libraries and swimming pools, and maybe hopefully the community can have a chance to give feedback on whether they want that or not. Again, I'm open-minded on it, but I think it is an interesting conversation to have with people. So I really look forward to this happening. I concur with the comments that are made by the local councillors for the area, and I think it's great that we're going out and consulting on this.
Mike?
Thank you, and I guess I'll be careful what I say, because last time I was told my idea was revolting. But in terms of the 2006 plan about the west and southwest, yes, it was identified there was a need for replacement, but they also identified one of those areas as the Horsell Aquatic Centre. So I think if you're going to make statements from a previous aquatics plan, you should get it right. Look, I have no problem with this going out for consultation. I think it's really important for people actually to feedback, and I find it interesting and quite informative to actually show some of the savings, but at the same time, why do we not actually put in the operating cost of what this quite significant building is actually going to cost the ratepayers on an ongoing basis? We really need to look at what we are doing with our aquatics facilities. These are big projects. $20 million is a big pool, and we continually hear that Papanui got a $15 million one. We need to look at this as at a city level, not just at a suburb level, and make sure we can actually afford the ongoing impact of all these pools. We're currently building the biggest aquatic facility in New Zealand, and we can't be competing against that. So I just think that in this consultation, I noticed there's a bit for other comments. Really, the community actually need to actually have a look at them, potentially say, we don't need a $20 million pool, perhaps a $10 million pool would actually meet the requirements and need of that community.
Thank you. Right. I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. All those opposed say no. It's carried. Thank you.